Hey people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe to my channel and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for stopping by again today. So today's video is actually going to be like questions that I've received in my email concerning YouTube. They're like two separate topics that I'm going to be discussing. One is the mistakes I made on YouTube, advice that I would give people that want to start YouTube, and just basically like my filming setup, how I edit, because I do get quite a lot of questions concerning these type of things. And the second part of this video is going to be about my monetization, because I put up a video a few weeks ago about how I got monetized in less than 48 hours. So I got a lot of questions concerning that. The first thing I'm going to talk about today is my YouTube. I'm going to be talking about my journey first, and then I would also give you some advice and some tips that you need before you start a YouTube channel. So I'm probably going to call this "Watch This Before You Start a YouTube Channel" or something like that. Anyways, before you do start a YouTube channel, I think the first question you should ask yourself is, why am I starting a YouTube channel? Now, most people start YouTube channels because they want to make money. I wouldn't say that's the best reason, because it does take a while to make money on YouTube. And yes, there is money to be made on YouTube. Like, I'm not even going to compare myself to those people that make thousands of dollars per month. Like, as a regular YouTuber with, let's say, 5,000 subscribers and a minimum of 1,000 views on every video, and let's assume you're posting consistently, you could literally be making up to $700 every month, between $700 to $800, and that's a lot of money if you ask me. So yes, there is money to be made on YouTube, but I don't think that's a strong enough reason for you to start a YouTube channel, because it does take a while for you to get those numbers. Imagine you're like spending so much time creating content, editing and posting, and you're not getting as much recognition as you feel you deserve. Obviously, you're not going to make as much money, and it can actually kill your spirit, and you're going to stop posting on YouTube. So I would not advise you to start a YouTube channel because of the money aspect, because you're really not going to last long on YouTube. If you do have a passion, however, for whichever topic or whichever field that you want to talk about on YouTube, then yes, absolutely, I think you should totally go for it, because you realize that you're making videos not because of the money, but because you genuinely enjoy creating content. And a friend of mine told me that if you're on YouTube, to be successful, you either have to educate or to entertain people. So that's something that I would say you should definitely put at the back of your head before you start a YouTube channel. Now, the next point to consider, if you do decide to start a YouTube channel for all the right reasons, what type of content are you going to be creating? I think it's very important to know what kind of content you want to create before you even start a YouTube channel, because you need to know what kind of audience you're targeting your content towards, and that would definitely help you go a long way. Of course, we do have some famous YouTubers that have totally deviated from the type of content they were creating when they first started. That is fair enough, because I feel like people do grow every day. But as a new YouTuber, you need to stick to something and draw all the audience and draw all the attention as possible to yourself. So I'm going to talk about my YouTube journey a bit. I posted my first video in 2015, I believe, and to be honest, I haven't grown as much as I would like to. And if I compare myself to YouTubers that started in 2015, I'm literally at the bottom of the food chain, and that's totally my fault. Like, I take all the blame because I took so many breaks, and that's not healthy. So also, I'm gonna say this: when you do decide to start a YouTube channel, make sure you have at least a month's worth of content. And I'm talking about posting consistently, like 3 to 4 times a week. If you can make sure you have all that set up before you post your first video, I guarantee you that you are going to grow very quickly. Because the thing about YouTube is, as a new YouTuber, a lot of people are interested in you. There's this buzz all around. Oh, who's this? Who is this? I want to know more about him or her. So knowing that you're going to be posting back to back, people are like drawn to your content, and obviously your subscribers will grow at a faster rate. Don't post one video and then your next video is in like 2-3 weeks, because people are really going to forget about you. It's a sad truth, but that's life. So make sure that you are on your game, and don't wait to have a DSLR camera or this massive or expensive camera before you start a YouTube channel. I know a lot of people that even have more subscribers and more views than I do that film on their phone. It could be an iPhone, it could be an Android, as long as the camera is good. Please make sure your camera quality is good and your audio as well is super great, because that's what people are going to be looking out for. So if you can get those two in order, then just literally you can start your YouTube channel. With time, as you grow, then you can invest in a camera. I also get questions a lot about how I edit my video, my filming setup. I use a Canon G7X Mark II. Most times I use natural lighting, or sometimes I use a ring light if it's a cloudy day like today. So I do have a ring light, and to edit my videos I use Final Cut Pro on my Mac laptop. Now it's probably like, you know, a lot of people are like anti Final Cut Pro because you do have to pay for it. But a lot of people actually edit on their iPhone. So you can download iMovie, and it's literally free on the App Store. And you can do literally almost everything that Final Cut Pro does. It's just that Final Cut Pro is a lot more advanced. So you don't have to break the bank to start a YouTube channel. Like, I know people that do literally basic editing and they get thousands of views. So if you do have an Android phone, I'm not sure what editing apps there are, but I know there are quite a lot. And if you have a Windows laptop, Windows Movie Maker as well, and I'm sure there are like so many others that you don't have to pay for. So you just have to do like your own research. I'm only speaking to you from what I know. Another thing I would like to advise you is don't find yourself in a comparison trap. I have been there one too many times, and it's not even healthy anymore. There are times when I filmed videos, I edited and posted on YouTube, but I put them on private because I just wasn't ready. And then someone else makes another video and has like so many views, and you're just there like, okay, no one wants to listen to me. Am I really worth watching? And I ended up not posting the video. It was actually a faith video. And guess what? 2 days later, I'm not even making this up, this actually happened. Some other girl posted the same idea that I filmed, and she got like thousands of views, and I just felt so stupid. Because let me tell you guys something about God, right? If he gives you an assignment and for some very weird reason you don't do it because the devil is attacking you, he's gonna raise somebody else to take on that assignment. And that's exactly what I did. It was really painful, but that happened. So please don't find yourself in the comparison trap. If you do film something, just post it. As long as you feel within your heart that someone is going to learn from this, or someone's going to be entertained by this, then feel free to post it. Of course, you may not get 1,000 views, but like I said, with time, your views accumulate. I've honestly enjoyed my journey on YouTube. It's been a tough one, but now that I've been posting a lot more consistently, I have definitely seen growth. And I just want to advise you as well, if you are going to come on YouTube, please make sure that you can be as consistent as possible. That's the only way that you're going to grow. So I hope these points were helpful. I did get monetized and reviewed in less than 48 hours. So I'm just going to explain the whole process. So before YouTube started this new policy where you need to have 4,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, before you get monetized, I did actually make money off YouTube. So I already set up my AdSense account. Google AdSense is basically how you get paid on YouTube. Now this does take a while, so I'm going to tell you guys the process. So as a growing YouTuber, I would advise you to first create your AdSense account, because that does take a while. Now the process, if I can remember, because this was like 4 years ago, you basically go on Google, type Google AdSense, and then, you know, the website comes up. So my friend in Ukraine that helped me set up mine actually advised me to use a more permanent address, because I was using Ukraine, and when I changed it to England, I literally lost all my money. So please, before you start up your account, make sure you're certain of the address you're going to use, because once you change your address, you literally lose all the money. So I used my sister's address and account number in England. It's their house, so they're probably not moving out anytime soon. And after I set up the account, they would send you like a little bit of money into your account, so maybe like 20 cents or like 50p. And you do get a letter in the mail that has a PIN. So when you do get the letter, you then go back on Google AdSense, you input the PIN, and you have to confirm how much was sent into your account. So this process is basically a confirmation that you're not a robot or that your account is legit. Now this takes quite a while. I would say it took me about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not so sure, like I said, apologies guys. This is like 4 years ago, but it did take quite a while. And then after that, the next step to get monetized was I had to reach the threshold. So at the time, the threshold was £60 because my account was in pounds, but in dollars, it's $100. So you need to make up to $100 before you can get your first paycheck. And, you know, by God's grace, I did reach $100 and I was getting paid on YouTube, as inconsistent as I was. So it was so easy to make money back then. Whilst you're waiting to get the 4,000 hours watch time or 1,000 subscribers, make sure you do set up your Google account, your Google AdSense account, so that the time is sort of running. And then when you do get to the 4,000 hours watch time, let me give you guys one little secret, you know, how I was able to get to 4,000 hours really quick. Because in the past, my videos were like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, at most 5 minutes. Sis, that is not going to help you get to 4,000 hours. Make sure your videos are a minimum of 10 minutes. That really does help with the 4,000 hours watch time. And also, in the future, when you get monetized, you can't include more than one ad in a video that's less than 9 minutes, I think 40 seconds. So if you're trying to get that money, I would advise that you make your videos 10 minutes long, so then you can include more than one ads in your videos, and you can definitely get to 4,000 hours of watch time really quickly. That helped me. So I'm just telling you guys now, don't be worried about people not watching. Trust me, there are a few people that would actually watch the full 10-minute video. So on that note, you also have to be very consistent, like be posting back to back if you can, because the 4,000 hours within 1 year is not like from January to December. No, it's like ongoing. So today is the 29th of November. So from the 29th of November this year, it backdates to the 28th of November last year. So tomorrow, being the 30th of November, would be the 29th of November last year. So if that, I don't know if that makes sense. That's how they're going to judge you. So literally your watch hours could be going up and down depending on the content you created this time last year. So how quickly you reach this goal is depending on how constant you are posting and how consistent you are with posting. Also, whilst you're waiting, I recommend that you watch a lot of videos talking about what you do after you reach the goal, because if you wait till you reach the goal and then you start watching videos, you're wasting time that you could be making money, girl. So I did a lot of research before I reached my goal, and then, you know, when I finally clocked 4,000 hours watch time, because I already had over 1,000 subscribers, I went on YouTube to apply to be reviewed. But because YouTube is always changing, so apparently you don't actually apply now, like you automatically get reviewed. So my page was saying you're being reviewed, and I was like, okay, what's really going on? So I just waited it out, and literally in less than 48 hours I got an email saying, congratulations, you've been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. And that was like the happiest day of my life, guys. So now I am monetized, and yes, it did take less than 48 hours. So I think a strong factor was the fact that I already had started making money on YouTube, and I already had my Google AdSense account. So it was very easy for them. So that's why I recommend that you definitely set all of these things up before you reach your goal, because it definitely cuts down on the time that you wait. I hope I answered all the questions. I know I didn't really go into much detail, but I just wanted to touch on a few things because I have received quite a number of questions about these things. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.